Podcast night on Gargantua-1 is part of the Casual Cult Network. Make sure those airlock doors are secure. Yeah, we don't want to revisit movie night or anything like that.
What was that?
I just sold him a slice of the grinder.
And what's he gonna wash it down with? That was the perfect opportunity to push the lemonade.
Oh.
Do you know what this is? This is profit. And do you know what that is?
A huge grinder?
No, that is there to make people spend $2 on a nickel's worth of sugar water. I'm gonna go in the back and count receipts. Phantom Spaceman, take over for Colin. Here's your hat, and I'm gonna need your W-2 by the end of your shift. Colin, isn't that your fake wife over there?
Oh crap, where?
The hat stays on. You're representing Grimmia Co. now, son. Show some pride.
Knock it off.
Alright, Union says you get a 10-minute break and I can't risk another strike. Phantom Spaceman.
Well, since we're on break, can we record the podcast? Will we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Phantom Spaceman can man the lemonade stand.
Okay.
Welcome back to Podcast Night on Gargantua-1. I'm Grimmia, and Colin's back with us today. How was your kidnapping?
You gave me up to the Phantom Spaceman. I feel like it was less of a kidnapping and more of just like you gave me to him.
I don't remember it.
Put me in dresses?
I don't think that's what happened.
It was...
But did you like the episode?
This week's episode, yes, I liked it. It was very nice.
This week, we were talking about episode 10, Tag Sale, You're It. Directed by Jackson Public and written by Doc Hammer.
As per usual.
It is an even number episode, and as it so far has happened to work out, Doc Hammer has written all of the even number episodes.
And Jackson has written the...
Yeah, so far. I don't think
pod.
that's how it always goes, but I know they trade off writing episodes.
And it works. They have similar style. I will just let our viewing audience know, I am a little traumatized from the Phantom Spaceman experience, so if I'm a little out of it this week, that's why.
The sickness.
Yeah.
The Phantom Spaceman sickness.
Phantom sickness. Space sickness. Movie night sickness.
We haven't even gotten to movie night.
Nope.
Sharky's Machine. Burt Reynolds in his directorial debut. I don't know if that's actually true. I think he directed Sharky's Machine, and I don't know if it's his debut.
I'm gonna level with you. I don't know what Burt Reynolds actually looks like, but I do know what Norm Macdonald dressed up as Burt Reynolds looks like.
Burt Reynolds kind of looks like my dad, which makes it very hard to watch movies where he's supposed to be attractive.
Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel right now.
I can't detach that. Like, Smokey and the Bandit, great movie. And he's supposed to be, like, hot, and I can't.
You're like, that's nice. That's also my father.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's how I feel when I'm, like, playing Animal Crossing and KK Slider shows up, so... I get it.
I'm gonna gloss over that one. This episode had a lot of first characters. First time we see a bunch of characters. And so there's
there was a shit ton of just like new people.
Yeah.
This episode.
Well, we've seen Billy and White before, but now they have more.
Okay. You know who I liked? I liked Phantom Limb a lot.
He's so fucking skeevy. He's a main side character for a lot of seasons.
His design is just so weird.
It's a pun, and his name's a whole pun because he's got phantom limbs.
Yeah.
And we've all played Metal Gear Solid Phantom Limb.
Ha! Yeah. Those Metal Gears sure are solid.
Those limbs sure are phantomy.
Guy who makes those games sure makes some games. Kojima, that's his name.
Hideo Kojima.
Yeah. I respect him. Will I play Death Stranding? Almost certainly not.
It's just a lot of walking around, from what I've gathered.
Yeah, but fuck Daryl Dixon.
No. There's always more a Connor McManus kind of girl, not a Murphy McManus kind of girl.
Fair enough. You're also a Val Kilmer girl.
Don't need to talk about that. Still have that picture on my desk.
Val Kilmer with a friggin' mullet. This is how I want to look.
He doesn't have a mullet in this lovely art print I have of him. It's from Tombstone.
Did you send me a have you sent me a picture of that art print?
It's in our Discord.
Okay.
At some point.
Plug.
I posted a picture of it. Join the Discord. We started a cult. Well, we've had a cult for a while.
We met in a cult.
We met in a cult.
Oh yeah, that's a good Val
times.
Kilmer picture. Doc Holliday.
Yeah, it's great.
That's really well done. Yeah. We met in a cult and in response left and started our own. But ours is pretty low key. It's okay.
Ours is nicer. The people there are nicer.
Yeah. So the episode.
It had a lot of fleshing out for the boys. We get to see Hank's foray into capitalism. More fleshing out for the Monarch. His rivalry with Venture.
Yeah. You know what I thought was like kind of nice about the episode in a way. And I should preface everything with the fact that, dear Lord Almighty, have I been sick lately? So, I have a very hard time processing anything. But just the relationship between Dr. Girlfriend and the Monarch was nice.
They have a good relationship.
And it's all these other dudes are hitting on her, and she's like, no, but like I am actually happy with the Monarch, so kind of weird that you're trying to push your agenda.
Yeah, Phantom Limb's trying to pick her back up.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not.
Nope, I'm
not
good.
interested. And he's like, yeah, but you. But if you were, it's like, yeah, but.
Well, even like Billy and White they're trying to pick her up for an arching, not for like. They just want a sexy arch enemy.
Yeah.
Orpheus also wants any kind of arch enemy. Just laser beaming people. That was from Dr. Orpheus, Master Necromancer.
I love Dr. Orpheus.
It's always a good time when he's around.
He's great. What a good dad.
He's a good dad and a good neighbor.
He's everything Dr. Venture isn't.
Venture, yeah. I'm glad it was like a backseat episode for Venture. He didn't really do anything.
Despite it being like his tag sale, it's like, it's more honestly just like, yeah, fuck this dude.
Yeah. Let's see what everybody else is doing. I like the idea that Rusty is so fucking broke. He's got to sell his old shit, his dad's shit. Like, he's got death rays. That's why the Secret Service is there. That's why villains can't come in with any weapons. Because this man is horrendously broke. He probably can't afford to pay the taxes at the compound.
Yeah, like, what, that's this dude.
He's useless. He's so useless.
It's definitely like, you know, if his, again, my processing is bad. If Brock wasn't so useful, you know, everything would be over for Rusty.
He would be yeah. He's lucky he has such a good, supportive bodyguard.
Yes. Who, by all rights, should probably just kick his ass.
He totally, well, I mean, there's no question about it. He totally could.
No, like, it's not like, oh, I question if Brock could. He could. It's the fact that he probably should. The fact that he doesn't.
Yeah. Because Rusty's just stupid and taking advantage of Brock.
Yeah. Fucking hate Rusty, man. Like, I say this every episode, but like,
I don't think he ever really gets better. like, he'll have some redeeming moments, and then an episode later, he's just back at it again. Which, I mean, it's a sitcom.
Right. And we're not expecting long-term character growth.
We definitely get some, but not for Rusty.
Yeah.
Never for Rusty.
Yeah. I was happy to find out that the guy from Depeche Mode is straight. That's nice.
One of the most quoted things we say, Depeche Mode.
It's good. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm super out of it. That Phantom Spaceman kidnapping was
well, when you get
else.
locked out of a space station and it's like, what is it, absolute zero in space? Yeah, you're gonna get a little sick.
He read his poetry to me.
Was it good?
No! Like,
Ooh.
You know what? Okay, I don't know. It might have been great, but you know how he says, he's just, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it might have been beautiful, but I didn't understand a word he said. So I had to sit there for 30 to 40 minutes at a time while he just read it.
Kind of like the, oh my god, the Douglas Adams.
Yeah. From Hitchhiker's Guide? Yeah, exactly like that.
What were they called?
Vogons?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. We got there at the end.
Sam Rockwell was in that movie.
Yes.
He was Zafra Beeblebrox.
Yeah, he was. Sam.
Zooey Deschanel was also in that movie.
Yeah. Sam Rockwell's usually... I like movies with him in it, because he's insane.
He gives it his all in every movie. Like, there's this one movie he's in with Anna Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with... I find that movie okay. I had some friends many years ago who were, like, obsessed with that movie and would watch it constantly. And so I'm just like, this isn't that good.
It's okay. It's good enough to watch a couple of times. I don't really like her.
That's fair.
Like, I like her, but I don't like her.
There was a time when I would watch stuff just because she was in it, and she's good. But I feel like she's gotten less good. Not bad. Just...
She's just been in a lot more things, so maybe it's just, like, a lot of exposure.
Yeah, or maybe she's just had projects where the writing hasn't been as good. I think it's also, unfortunately, very hard to take her seriously.
Yeah, because I'm usually expecting her to be a singing head in Ryan Reynolds' fridge, so...
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a great movie. But, like, she very much is, like, a girl Ryan Reynolds in the fact that it feels like she's sort of just playing herself a lot. And I'm just expecting her to be sarcastic.
Yeah.
I just expect her to be who she was in Pitch Perfect, which was great.
She was in something with Blake Lively, and it was really good.
Yes, A Simple Favor, that was really good.
She wasn't like a snarky little...
No.
Snark.
That was actually, you know what, yes, that was a fantastic
That was really
movie.
well written.
Yes, it was well written, it was well put together, it was creepy. They both crushed that movie.
Join us in our next podcast where we discuss movies, I guess.
But only ones that Anna Kendrick is in. So, I don't know.
She's at least been in like 50 movies.
How many movies did she... I'm gonna go check. The internet is a problem. Okay, so you know what? Her career started in 2003, and she's been in 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's not bad.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's actually a lot of really good movies in here that you forget she's in. Like, she's in the first 4 Twilight films.
Yeah, she's just random
as
friend.
A background character. She's in Paranorman. She's in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah, she's the one who swears.
Yeah.
It's Scott's sister.
No, she's Scott's sister, but she doesn't swear.
Oh, I heard...
Aubrey Plaza swears.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, I can't even remember that.
He, like, goes to see his sister, and then she leaves, and Aubrey Plaza's suddenly there.
Yeah.
And she swears, and it's great. And she gets
The
bleeped out. And
Voices
Scott's
came
like, "How
out
are you
in
doing that?"
2014.
What did?
The Voices. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good movie. She's in Into the Woods. That's a fun movie. I like that one. It's not good. I just like it.
I saw it, a stage version of it in college.
See, yeah, I haven't seen the stage version, so I can sit and be like, "This was fun." Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates actually is pretty good. It may be buoyed by my love for Anna Kendrick, Zac Efron, Aubrey Plaza, and Adam Devine, and the fact that they're
Adam Devine.
all four of the core leads are good. So it's like, you know what? This is just charming.
I'll have to watch that then.
It's fun. It's not great, but it's like, have you seen like Bad Neighbors?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's that kind of like good, where it's like, this wasn't great. I won't remember it, but this was fun. She's in Trolls, Table 19, A Simple Favor, which I already talked about. Noelle is fun. We like that. Bill Hader's in that.
I love him. Smash.
He's perfect. He's incredible. And then she's also in a really fun anthology series for HBO called Love Life.
Never heard of it.
Okay, so like the plot of it is you're like following one person from their first romance to their last romance, and so it's like, here's Anna Kendrick as the lead for season 1, and it's all the different people that she's dated and loved throughout her life and how she grows from that. And so it kind of follows her from like young adulthood to like mid to late 30s. It's fun. I liked it.
Interesting. She was in The Last 5 Years. I've seen that and listened to that a million times.
I don't know what that one is.
Musical, and Jeremy Jordan's in it as they're a couple, and it tells their story from his perspective. It starts at the beginning of the relationship, and from her perspective, it starts at the end of the relationship. So they're going different directions.
Okay, that's nice. That sounds good.
It's so good. And usually if you catch it on a stage, it's just two people and then like the pianist. So it's a small production.
Oh, it brings it. Oh, it's that play that gets like brought up all the fucking time. Okay.
I love it. Jeremy Jordan is so good.
Yeah. No, I know that one. Have I seen it? No, but I know that one.
Oh, he's in Has Been Hotel.
Jeremy Jordan's in Has Been Hotel.
He's Lucifer Morningstar.
Lucifer's great in Has Been Hotel.
Coffee members can listen to Podcast Night on Gargantua-1 early. Link available in the show notes or YouTube description.
My brain was about to jump straight to the intro question. Wow.
Hey, we don't have.
Who are we? You don't need to know that. All that matters is the story.
Yep.
If you're enjoying what our mystery show is doing, there are numerous ways to support the show on our Beacons page.
Show?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yes.
Mystery TTRPG Theater 5000.
Catch the chaos live Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/The Forgotten Troop.
I'm making a return to streaming, so if you guys want to see some casual video gameplay, come on over. You can find my link and the links in the description. You know? You go to the link tree for us, and then there's my link tree, and then right there's my Twitch. I'm gonna play some Pokemon. You like Pokemon? I do. I'm just losing it. I thought you were losing it at like my like completely like unsell of myself.
Oh, both of those. Yeah, both of those. Do you like Pokemon? You should come hang out and watch me.
I'm a bad person. Man, have we talked about this episode at all?
No, we haven't. I have so much to cut out.
We're on a Wikipedia. What do you do with all of this like extra chatter?
If there's funny parts, I'll cut it and put it at the beginning.
Okay. I feel like
usually something you say that's wildly out of context.
That's fair. I feel like eventually we got to start releasing like uncut episodes on like exclusively on Ko-Fi, whatever. It's like, yeah, here's what you heard, which is like a nice tight like 10 to 15 minutes about the episode. And here's what we did, which is like a 40-minute long
30 to 40-minute tangent about it was.
Do you remember this?
Twitter, like 2-3 episodes ago, there was a tangent about Twitter when your Twitter account got
suspended.
Suspended.
Yeah. Which inadvertently led to me deleting my TikTok account. Did I explain that? Have I told you about that?
I have an account.
No, I fully deleted it. I wiped it. I'm done.
Just don't.
I made a TikTok about the suspension of my Twitter account, and that, I guess, was broad enough that between that and my location data, which is why you get a VPN, kids, it ended up on my coworkers For You page.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You told me about
this. She brought this up to me at work and made fun of me a little bit for it. Not like in a rude way. Like, it was fine, but I was so embarrassed. And I was like, they found it. Like, she found it. She sent it to other coworkers. This is not secret. I have to delete this. And I spent too much time on TikTok anyway. That's every time I install TikTok, I spend too much time on it. So I was like, this is fine. I don't feel bad about doing this, but my Twitter account getting suspended indirectly led to me deleting TikTok.
My TikTok got suspended. I still have no idea why. So I made a new one, and now whenever I make Twitch clips, I just upload them directly to TikTok, and I don't even fuck with it. And it's not good for the TikTok algorithm, but I don't care. My coworkers found my Instagram. Some of them I've added on purpose, so that's how some of the other ones found it.
Yeah.
But I guess it just more sucks for them, because now I can easily send them memes. Which has broadened my Reels page, because now I get a lot of things that they're interested in because I've liked it and sent it to them, like car shit. I don't know fuck about cars. But if I see a funny little car meme, my coworker would like this. Let me just...
Yeah. I don't have any coworkers on anything except Facebook, because Facebook's different. Facebook's like my real life, right? So I don't post anything.
It's for coworkers and family members.
Yeah, and you.
I don't post on it very often.
No, you're like the only online friend I actually have on Facebook.
Yeah, that actually I think is true. I don't think I have many of my online friends on there.
It's like, because for most of my other friends, like, you don't get to know my government name. That's...
You need all of the parts of my government name to find me.
Yes. But yeah, I do, though. I have one coworker who, like, one of the teachers is great. And so I'll save reels, and then the next day I'll be like, here, I saved this reel, watch it. And she's like super excited about it.
I guess I could just text them links, but to me it's funnier because I'm like 10, 12 years older than all these people, and I'm just like sending them Instagram reels, and I'm in their Instagram DM. I feel like an old person. Like your weird old aunt, your strange spinster aunt that thinking of you, smiley face, and it's like a picture of a cat. I saw this car, I thought you might like it.
Yeah. It's just like, do you like this car? Yeah, thanks. Okay.
But the episode. A lot of character fleshing out, a lot more guild fleshing out, some more bureaucracy kind of cracks. Brock's reading, I think when he's talking to Baron Underbite, he's reading some stuff about the guild laws when he has to go into the tag sale. It's good there's like an organization that deals with this kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it starts Orpheus's quest for an arch nemesis.
Interesting.
Which goes for quite a few seasons before he gets one, if I remember.
Next episode, you're just like, well.
Watch it happen next
Silly.
season. I know it's not next episode. I know what happens next episode. It's a Rusty episode.
I might be kidnapped by the Phantom Spaceman next episode.
As far as the references, there's quite a bit of them. My favorite one was the 24 and 21 find that lightsaber, and Rusty's like, oh yeah, I tried to sell it to Kenner. They didn't want to buy it. Kenner made the original Star Wars toys that my brother had, so I got to play with when I was a kid. And they got lucky. Like, a different company passed on them because they're like, there's no fucking money in this shit. And Kenner scooped up that contract because all of George Lucas's money was in the merchandise, and he just made merch out of everything, which is why there's a million different Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
And it also, that's how we started getting the smaller action figures, like the 4-inch ones that are pretty much a standard. Like, you got your big G.I. Joe Barbie-sized dolls, and then now you got your little 4-inchy boys.
Yeah, traditionally, action figures are like, there's like the big ones, like the Barbie-sized ones. There's the 3.75s.
Yeah, those boys.
And then generally 6-inch scale.
Yeah, Kenner popularized the 375 ones.
Yeah, which 6-inch scale is all like Marvel and stuff, and then McFarlane Toys says fuck you and did 7-inch scale.
Damn you, McFarlane.
Because Todd McFarlane is a bitch, I guess. Which is why all my DC figures have to stand far away from all my
they're slightly bigger.
Marvel figures. Yeah, well, because they're slightly bigger, but they're also slightly wider, right? So it's like, none of you look quite real next to each other. Scaling is a whole thing with figures. It's very frustrating.
But yeah, that's a little bit of toy history. Kenner also made $6 Million Man action figures, and we already had that reference when Brock went on his sabbatical, which...
Hasbro now has the license for Star Wars.
Yes. Hasbro bought out... I don't think Hasbro bought out Kenner, but Kenner got bought out in the 80s or 90s, maybe? I watched a whole thing about it during COVID. I watched a lot of documentaries.
The company was closed and merged by its corporate parent Hasbro in 2000. And so the Hasbro owns the action figure rights to both Star Wars and Marvel, which is why the Star Wars Black Series are also 6-inch, because Hasbro works primarily in the 6 inches now. They do occasionally release the 375s as like a retro thing. But almost more interestingly, this means that if you've ever wondered why Marvel and Star Wars Funko Pops are bobbleheads, it's because Hasbro owns the action figure license, and if they're not bobbleheads, they're considered action figures. But as bobbleheads, they're considered like collectibles.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like the non-bobbly ones are considered like figurines, and Hasbro's like, no, we own that.
That's why my Winter Soldier had bobbles and my John Cena one does not.
Yeah. So it's only I think it's only Marvel and Star Wars. Other companies are allowed to make like larger action figures of them. Like I know Diamond Toys, like Diamond Select, make 7-inch scale Marvel figures, but I think that because those are like considered like deluxe figures, it's different. And then any company can make maquettes, which are like statues and stuff.
The big fancy collectibles.
There's your other bit of toy lore for the day. Join us on our new podcast, Toys.
Talk about toys.
Talking about toys. Actually, write that down. Write that down.
Put it in the show lower notes. This show's gotten so complex, we have to have lore notes.
Yeah. We actually do have... There's a doc.
That's the biggest issue I have when I binge watch things, is inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Because it's like the disappearing sibling. you're probably not going to remember that Donna had a sister by season 5 of that 70s show. But when you watch all of it, you're going to remember.
Yeah, you're suddenly like, wait, what the heck?
What the fuck happened to Tina?
Yeah. Or when you were watching Happy Days and that one guy, Chuck Cunningham, goes up the stairs with his basketball and is never seen again.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Even... I'm currently watching Always Sunny because I haven't seen past season 13. And there's not a whole lot of inconsistencies because they have like a lot of long play jokes that take seasons to fulfill. But the actor who plays Mac has been getting his tattoos removed because he got them when he was young and he probably doesn't want them anymore. Which is fine. It's just... I didn't notice for a hot minute, and then all of a sudden, Mac's missing some tattoos.
Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. He's also like, I'm a businessman who owns a football team now.
Yeah. This is
season
13, so it's like 2018. And they were old tribal tattoos, so I'm guessing that's why he...
And that's just tacky.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
But it's Always Sunny, so they're not gonna address why that's happening in the episodes.
They're just like leaving his body.
Yeah. Blondie, why do you have to be a nuisance when I'm trying to do stuff? But overall, good, solid episode.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of characters that we get to see again in the future. Some minor fleshing out. Not a whole lot. There's some action, but not like a whole lot of action.
No, but honestly, it was just a fun, like...
It feels kind of like a filler episode.
Yeah, I liked it.
But
we only have a couple episodes left in the season. We have 3.
Past tense is next.
Trial of the Monarch and Return to Spider Skull Island, and then we have a Christmas special.
Yeah. The Return to Spider Skull Island and the Trial of the Monarch are bangers, if I remember correctly.
Well, we cover the Christmas episode also with Spider Skull Island because it's short.
Yeah. Once we finish the season, we'll do a wrap-up episode where we're going to rank them all. And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll actually get to see where we put things on the tier list.
Yeah.
If you're listening on Spotify...
You can imagine.
You can, use your imagination.
Yeah, you can practice imagination.
We'll put the tier list when it's finished in Discord, and I guess we can just make a tier maker, and then we could let people do it themselves.
But the link to the tier maker will be in the Discord.
Yes, it will. So you have to join our Discord, and the link for that is in the show notes and or YouTube description.
It's all about getting you to join the Discord.
Join the cult.
Join the cult and somehow do something that gets us money. In the end.
Send us your credit cards and your identification.
Yeah. Well, that's actually the end of my union break, so I'm gonna go sell more grinders. And,
No.
Sorry.
No, push the lemonade.
I will, when people buy grinders, I will use that as an opportunity to push the lemonade.
And we will see you in a couple weeks in the past for past tense.
All right. That was probably one of our most, like, epic tangents ever.